What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for stopping by today. The video you're about to see is one that I shot when I went out to El Paso, Texas a couple weeks ago. Chris Webb and Bill, the owner of Fire Smoking Grills, brought me out there to help teach a rib class. It was a backyard rib class. We did ribs 3 different ways. We did beef ribs, baby back ribs, and spare ribs or St. Louis ribs. And it was an amazing experience. I was completely honored that they wanted me to come out there and help with that. I'm honored that they, brought me out there and invited me, and it was just an amazing experience. The people of El Paso were awesome. It was just an overall great experience. As soon as we got there, excuse me, Chris and his wife, man, they invited us in. We stayed with them, and this was the first time ever meeting Chris and his wife, and we just hit it off great. It felt like I've known them forever, and they really took care of us and were really nice to us, and made us feel welcome. That when we got there Friday, like, we just jumped right into it, just hanging out and started drinking and cooking and all that good stuff. Again, huge thank you to Chris and Bill and his family for having my wife and I join them for this class. It was, again, an amazing experience, an awesome experience, and I'm truly honored. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Enjoy. What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for joining me today. I truly appreciate it. The missus and I are on a little road trip.
Hello.
We're in West Texas somewhere. We are Ozona. We are on our way to El Paso. Going out there for the weekend. We're gonna do. I'm going out to help teach a rib class, a barbecue rib class, and that should be fun. So, buddy, Chris and I are gonna team up for this one. He's actually bringing me out there to help him with this, so it should be a fun weekend. It's a long drive. I think it's about...
It's 8 hours. It takes
well,
8 hours to get out of Texas.
Hey, I'm not looking for commentary, woman. I'm not looking for commentary. Anyway, it's about 8.5 hours. So we're about well, we got about 4.5 to about 5 more hours in this road trip. So it's a long road trip, and with the same view the entire way. Exact same view the entire way. Welcome to Texas. Anyway, once we get there, I may break this video up into a few pieces so it isn't too long. But it's Friday morning, or it's Friday about 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. a little after 1 p.m. and we're gonna just hang out tonight at Chris's house, and I believe with the owners of the business that we're gonna be doing it at. Tomorrow we'll head to the shop and get things set up and get ready for the class, and then afterwards hang out. Sunday, hang out for a little bit, and then head back. So it should be a fun weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. So I'm gonna bring you guys along and do a little filming. So I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. This is the first. Bacon wrapped carrots.
Get some vitamin K. Get a little bit of fat.
This is going to be interesting.
Trying to be healthy, but
I usually let this go for about a minute.
It's an Uni pizza oven.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, sir. Portable pizza oven.
With just so small amounts of pellets, this thing gets up, he said, to about 800 degrees.
800 degrees.
Which is
about 10
crazy. Alright, just got a pizza here that we're going to throw on the Uni. And this is going to be done in 5 seconds, you said?
Let's see how that flame's looking, brother.
Well,
alright. Maybe not so much. I'll see. Crank this thing back up a little bit.
are you still looking for a dog?
So tonight we got some steaks going on. Each one of us is going to season them with our own. I'm going to go ahead and use this hardcore carnivore black on mine. The missus, you guessed it, is going to use it. It's incredible. And then I'm not sure which one they're going to use, but there's a few here to choose from. So I'm going to get these seasoned up and get them on the Yoder YS 640. All right, guys, it is Saturday morning. And before we get started at the shop, we're going to come have breakfast. We got in yesterday, you guys, so the last clip you saw was just us driving. And I meant to film when we got here, but as soon as we got here, it's just, you know, things just started to happen, and we were just hanging out and having a good time. That, I mean, they really welcomed us, my wife and I, and made us feel like family. So I didn't even think to just pick up the phone to start recording. It really felt like we were at home. So, but what we did Friday when we got in, we hung out for a little bit at their house, and then fired up the grills, had some steaks, some Tito's, and just hung out for the night. So, you know, wasn't a whole lot there, but now we're gonna grab some breakfast. The ladies are gonna go their way after breakfast, do some shopping. We're gonna get to the shop. Brother Chris.
What's up? So this is Mr. Leo Duran, so he's the owner of L&J's where we're going.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So we're going to this restaurant, and it's not a chain, it's a little Mexican place. So I'm really excited about that because I know it's going to be good. Let's go inside.
Coffee with a side of beer. Okay, there you go. Get the caffeine and the relaxation.
I was like, what's it called? Oh, gift shop. Oh, I didn't know that.
We're here at the shop. Got a Yoder outside set up. So this is the store here. Fire, smoke, and grill. Oh, yeah. Triggers, pit barrel cooker. Pretty cool. All right, so here's some of the meats that we're going to be cooking. We're doing ribs 3 different ways. So we're going to do baby backs. That's what we have here. We have multiple racks of baby backs. I think we're doing 4 racks of each. So we have baby backs. We have spare ribs and St. Louis. We're going to take the spare rib in the class and trim it down into a St. Louis cut to show them how to do that. And then we've got some back here, some St. Louis ribs, you know, that are already trimmed, so we don't have to do a whole lot of trimming for that. And then over there on the table, we've got some beef ribs. Let's see. We got these big old beef ribs that we're gonna cook, and I think there's five racks total that we're gonna cook. These things are nice. Oh, look at that. You can see that. There's some good marbling in these things. So we're actually gonna start prepping these first and get these on, and we're gonna cook these on the gateway drum there. Although it's not gonna be that exact drum. He has another one that he's about to set up. But we're gonna cook the beef ribs on a gateway drum, and I think we're gonna hang or cook the baby backs here. Sorry, cook the baby backs on, I think, a big green egg that he has to burn in, and then we'll use the Yoder 640 for the spare ribs. So I think that's what we're gonna use on them. If it changes, I'll let you know. But this is the meat that we're gonna cook. We got a little prep area here. We're gonna start prepping these and get them ready, so that way they're done by the time the class starts. And again, we're just gonna leave a couple, I think 1 rack of each unprepped, so we can show them how to prep that. But this is their store, man. It's a nice little store. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. I mean, if you're into barbecue, like, you can't help but get excited to be in a place like this. I mean, they have everything, all kinds of accessories here to, here, all kinds of rubs and sauces there, here, all the Traeger stuff here. So I'm kind of giddy today. I'm gonna enjoy today. So it's about 10:30 in the morning, and like I said, we're gonna start prepping some meat here. So I'll pick back up in a little while. Do a little trimming on these beef ribs. Sometimes I have this silver skin on here. Some of this fat. Make sure we get off. There's some nice looking beef ribs, you guys. Some of this membrane off the back. Yeah.
I did find that I just got a basic, single pull out for that trash. The trash thing. What's up, bud? Working. Yeah, what's up? Getting there. I mean, I'm doing more like work, James, he's doing most of all of it for us. Yeah. It's Saturday. I even got yeah, I know. You know that. Whatever. You come up whenever, man. What's that? Yeah, go down there. Yeah, come on, do something. Yeah. All right, now.
Cow, peppered cow.
So some people do this. I put mine in the middle just because I'm a middle guy. Some people will put it in the front just because that's where your intakes are. You know what I'm saying? But I want mine even.
All right.
So I feel this is where I use it.
This is the gateway that we're going to use for the beef ribs.
Yeah, so we should be about, I don't know, we're gonna lock it in at 275, so probably to get up to temp, it'll probably take, I don't know, 15 minutes. Pretty efficient.
This gateway, that Yoder, and big green egg.
Yeah, we'll probably pull
yeah. So run it with the vents completely wide open here, the intake. And then once you get to about 10 to 15 degrees from the desired temp, he'll shut them down probably to about right there on each side. So I've never cooked on the gateway, so we're gonna see how it does. Got it.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I love that smell. You know, the smoke.
It does.
I absolutely love it.
There you go.
Beef ribs are on. You can see the vent, how much you choked it down. The intake. This just at about 325, 350?
We'll do it about, no, we'll do these at about 275, 300.
Oh, 275.
Yeah, that's where it was at before. So I'll adjust a couple things just being inside, but you'll see right now we're at, you know, right at 250, but it'll settle in probably right around 275. So.
These beef ribs have been going for we're about an hour and 20 minutes right now.
Take a peek.
Yeah, from the spreads. Ooh, look at this. Good gosh.
Yeah. Pull back.
You guys see that? An hour and 20 minutes in, and look at that. Great color, great pullback. I don't think it's gonna take the 6 hours we thought, but man, look at that. Oh yeah. Freaking beautiful. And that smoke, it's not because of the wood burning. Those wood chunks, I think we put like 3 chunks in there. Mm-hmm. Those are pretty much burned up. That's the fat that's dripping from these beef ribs hitting that coals, or hitting the coals, and you know that flavor coming back up.
Oh yeah, that's
Stuck right here. There you go. Yeah. It's gonna be good. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need to wrap these. Can't wait to try these bad boys. Got some spare ribs here. We're going to trim up a little bit. Not a whole lot of trim. We're going to take out the fat here. Maybe just block it off a little bit.
Yeah.
But don't have to do too much.
Robbie, grab this shot back.
Sir?
Thank you. Bill, we got any? Oh, never mind. Any open bags?
Open bags? Oh gosh, I need to go get some. All right, got the baby backs and the spares on the Yoder. These only been on for about 20-25 minutes, so that, you know, they haven't been on too long. But I look nice. Get these spare ribs. Nice color on them. Got some butter, honey, and a little more of that rub laid down. Are you gonna add any on top or just?
I think probably a couple.
A couple of pieces.
Yeah.
A little more honey. Get these wrapped up. We'll get these back on the Yoder, and got 3 more racks of the spares, and we're gonna do the same thing with the baby backs. So we'll get these wrapped up and get them back on.
Chris, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Cool. Hey, like Bill said, hey, thanks for coming back. So yeah, this will be probably our last class for, you know, right before the summer. So we hope, you know, you've taken something away from kind of this series of barbecue, and it kind of just makes your transition into actual, you know, grill weather a little bit easier. So we appreciate your support in this, and as always, thank you. All right, so got my buddy here, James Pavia from Anna McClain Smokers. His wife Anna, we see you. So these guys, man, they came all the way from Collin, Texas, which is a suburb of Austin. James is, I met James, actually this is the first time I've ever physically met James. But we talk and text and stuff. So whenever I first came from Colorado, I was a pretty successful cook, you know, in that area. So I had all this stuff. Everybody's saying, oh God, you know, you're gonna go down to Texas, and you know, they cook different down there. So I kind of had, you know, I started getting anxiety and stuff, and I'm freaking out. So I start reaching out. I'm like, I get online, you know, I wouldn't sleep, literally. You can ask my wife, so that's my wife back there. She never shows up. Thanks for coming. So I did that, and I started Googling things, you know, like West Texas profiles, Texas barbecue, like what wins down here, you know, is different than what won in Alabama, Colorado, New York. So I was just kind of trying to see, like, where can I go for information? So I'm not a YouTube guy. I don't do any of that. But I was so desperate and thirsty to not fail. I got on YouTube and I put in Texas barbecue, Texas competition barbecue, something to that effect. So this guy's channel pops up. So he's got a YouTube channel. Like, subscribe. It's a great channel. He does everything from competition barbecue to barbecue reviews at, you know, like places like Franklin's or different places in the Austin community. And he's always doing just demos. He's a pit master in his truest form. So I learned a lot from it. And so I started commenting on some of his videos and stuff like that. And so like I was all excited when he reply to mine. Because I'm 12. Yeah.
I guess I'll reply to this guy.
Yeah, right?
Maybe I'll shut him up.
What's up? So yeah, so we kind of start talking, and I said, I was still in Colorado, so this was back in September, October, I think. And I said, hey man, I'm coming down to El Paso, you know, this, and this, and he kind of gave me some pointers on a lot of stuff. I cooked my first Texas comp last week, and I had a pretty good success down there, so I owe a lot of that to him. So we did really well there. So moving forward, so I start watching this guy's videos and stuff, and finally I said, hey man, I would love to have you come help me with one of these classes, just to get a different perspective. You know, barbecue is regional. We cook very similar, but we still do things a little bit different. You know, we use a lot of the same stuff. We actually, without ever having cooked together, yeah, we're on the same level. But yeah, we're thrilled to have you here, man, and thank you and Anna for making that drive just to come down to little old El Paso and hang out Fire Smoker Grill this night. So, we're thrilled to have you. So, aim them and claim them smokers. Like all this stuff. How many videos you got? A couple hundred? A lot. Okay, there's a lot. You can watch it all night.
One of these is going to be on video too, isn't it? Isn't today going to be
Yeah,
on video?
you're going to be on video asking that question right now.
Oh gosh.
So go ahead and wait. So we are. So if he says something funny, you know. Yeah, right. But
Editing is a great tool.
it is a great tool. So he has this opening line on all of his videos, man. And I'd be, that's my wife. I'd be up at midnight, like a little 12-year-old girl. I'm over here, I'm giggling and stuff. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Look at this guy." So what do you say?
I start off by saying, what's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue?
So remember that. It's kind of his
A lot of
signature.
people that follow me don't do barbecue, so I do a lot of like indoor cooking also.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he does.
Those YouTube peeps, and then I get a lot of
Barbecue
that are,
farmers.
backyarders or like this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just stupid, but it works.
I like it. You know, I mean, you're here, aren't you? So, but anyway, I'm gonna turn it on over to James, man. We're gonna do ribs three ways today. So we're gonna do some baby backs, backyard style. Didn't wrap them, we didn't inject them, we didn't do anything crazy. I didn't even trim them. Can you guys?
What?
Yeah, I know. I was over there looking for something to trim. I'm like, no. We just kind of want to show you, just the difference between a backyard cook, a competition cook, and then we also had some great ribs from Mr. Scott Dean. Raise your hand, Scott. He donated some amazing beef back ribs to us. He's a rancher. He's got feedlots, and he's got a great product. So we do appreciate it.
So where do you get this? You're standing next to the guy. Is it in markets everywhere?
I feed them myself and kill them myself in an old-fashioned meat.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But he doesn't fly. So.
It's worth it. So I'm glad to be here. Like I said, we're gonna talk about ribs 3 different ways. We'll cover spare ribs, and how to trim them to St. Louis ribs, what to look for when you're picking out ribs, things like that.
Yeah.
So some of you guys were outside when we were cooking the sauce and the spare ribs, and when it comes to saucing, for me, one thing that I like to do is I'll take a squeeze bottle with my barbecue sauce, and actually I'll spray some of my mixture on there. I use a 50-50 mix of apple cider vinegar and apple juice. You can go straight apple juice. I find that 50-50 mix to be the best for me. So I'll spray that on there. Take my squeeze bottle, squeeze it on. I never use a brush. I have one out there today because we didn't have a squeeze bottle. But I never use a brush. When you brush these ribs, you leave those straight brush marks on your ribs. And for me, you would your eyes first. Everyone does. So I want it to look good. The way you sauce it is the way that they're going to turn out. So when it comes to saucing, hit it with a mix, squeeze the sauce on there, and then spray it again with the mix. And what that does is, when you're putting that sauce, and you want to make sure you want sauce, never ever put cold sauce on any meat. It's going to jump up.
Class, brother.
Class
This
is
is awesome,
done.
man.
We just finished up. What do you think, brother?
Dude, this
Oh, you
is
got that light.
That's
like,
all right, man. It's
It's like
even better.
Jesus is right over you.
Hey, I didn't have that light when I got here.
That's right.
I'm leaving with it. No, it was an
Yeah.
awesome class, man. Thank you guys so
Awesome.
much.
Cool.
Yeah.
Glad you guys. What do you think about the class?
Badass class, man.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, definitely enjoyed it.
Awesome. Hot and fast, this guy. Anyway, it was a good class. We just wrapped up. Man, it was a pleasure being out here in El Paso, and I got that. Trust me, it's in there. You know, thank you to Chris and Fire Smoke and Grill for bringing me out here. It was an awesome time. I think we're going to go enjoy a little bit of the nightlife now. Unwind and check out El Paso for a little bit. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I will see you guys next time. Take care.